to the Walton and Marietta community. Thank you for showing up and supporting Rally Foundation at tonight's Gold Strong football game. Rally Foundation is a non-profit organization that raises awareness for childhood cancer and funds research to find better treatments and ultimately cures. To give some insight on why this matters, 47 kids are diagnosed with cancer every day. Kids get different cancers than adults, so different research is required. Walton's Rally Club works to help to contribute to this fight against childhood cancer. We need your help, so if you have not donated and would like to, please find a volunteer located throughout the stadium or report to the table near the entrance gates. We accept cash and offer a tax-deductible option using the QR code located on the posters throughout the stadium or at our rally table. We also encourage you to participate in our Gold Spirit Wear to support this cause. So we are selling Gold Rally Foundation shirts, wristbands, and tattoos at the rally table. All proceeds will go directly to Rally Foundation. Thank you, and rally on. The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, red, white, and blue about his head, a mentality to eat and smash. He growls as he storms the field, a hero big and bold, and the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold.
Just give me like a thumbs up.
The autumn wind is a Walton Raider, pillaging just for fun.
Okay.
He'll knock you round and say ball down, and laugh when he's conquered and won.
Let's go, let's go, Raider Nation. Let's go.
Hello, dirty dirters, and football team. Sounds Hello, Dirty Durs. Welcome to your Walton football game. Today's Walton football game versus the Marietta Blue Devils. This marks the 4th year in a row the two high schools face off. Walton comes in 3-0, while Marietta is a disappointing 1-3. Last year, Walton won 30-17, as then junior Makari Bodiford went wild, running for 148 yards for the Raiders. The Blue Devils struggled on offense in last year's game. They hope to change that this year in Raider Valley. We'll see what happens tonight. The Walton Raiders walk in here very confident. The coaches have put a lot of faith this morning into Hunter Teal, and they told me that Hunter Teal would drop the most touchdowns today. We'll see what happens. That was your pregame report, folks. Enjoy the game. Now to your illustrious announcer, Will Thorogood.
And good evening, everyone, and welcome to Raider Valley. I'm Will Thorogood, your announcer for tonight's game between the Marietta Blue Devils and your Walton Raiders. Blue Devils enter this game with a record of 1-3. Last week they lost to North Cobb at home by the score of 32-22. Senior quarterback Chase McCravey went 24 for 40, throwing for 205 yards and throwing 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions. On the run game, Russell Bay had 7 carries for 21 yards, and Jalen Frazier had 6 carries for 19 yards. At receiving, Luke Morgan led the Blue Devils in receiving yards with 61 on 5 receptions. On defense, Noah Brown recovered a fumble, and Kevin Shaw blocked 2 field goals. Anthony Craw, Jalen Frazier, and Joseph Mosley got an interception in last week's game. The Walton Raiders enter this game with a record of 3-0. Last week, the Raiders demolished the Pope Greyhounds 67-7 on the road. Senior quarterback Jeremy Eklinski went 11 for 16, throwing for 221 yards and 3 touchdowns. The run game was dominant as Austin Williams had 7 carries for 50 yards and 2 touchdowns. Makari Bodiford, who continues to be a workhorse, had 5 carries for 68 yards and 2 touchdowns. Christian Farrell had 1 carry for 10 yards and a touchdown. Junior quarterback Caden Gilstrap also had a rushing touchdown in the win over Pope. At receiving, Cameron Lloyd had 5 receptions for 102 yards and 1 touchdown. Bam Bright had 1 reception for 25 yards and a touchdown. Hunter Teal had 3 receptions for 46 yards. Wyatt Sonderman had 5 receptions for 87 yards. Sophomore Jude Cascone had a touchdown reception against Pope. Ashton Woods had the most solo tackles with 6, followed by Jake Thorner and Hudson Beard, with both of them getting 4. We had some players of the week for the Walton Raiders. On offense, offensive tackle Daniel Calhoun was named the offensive player of the week. On defense, linebacker Ashton Woods was named the defensive player of the week. And on special teams, long snapper Andrew Aston was the special teams player of the week. So congratulations to those 3 players for getting the players of the week. But I'm expecting a very exciting matchup here tonight between these 2 teams, with Coach Richard Morgan's Marietta Blue Devils. He's in his 8th season as head coach for Marietta, and for the Walton Raiders, led by head coach Daniel Bruner, and this is their 7th season under him. So we expect to see the offense explode, just like the last game against Pope. But I will think that Marietta should keep it a little bit more closer than Pope did, and so let's see how the defense does. If they can just lock down like they did against Brookwood, and just hope that the offense can just keep on dominating as they've been doing this entire season. Jeremy Heklinski's had a phenomenal season. Cameron Lloyd's been phenomenal. Wyatt Sonderman has been outstanding. I mean, everybody's doing well. Christian Farrell has really stepped up this year. Makari Bodiford is still just absolutely killing it on the run game. Austin Williams, he's stepping up a lot this year for the Raiders. And on defense, Ashton Woods continues to be a monster out there on defense. And Tyson McCrary, he's stepped up a lot this season for the Raiders. So I hope to see more of that in this game. But we will see what happens as the Raiders prepare to do their epic entry, wearing their red uniforms just like they did against Brookwood. So if you're a Walton fan or a Marietta fan, you should be excited for this game as the Raiders look to improve to 4-0. And then Marietta, they try to bounce back and get to 2-3 on the season. The Raiders will have a bye week after this game before they play North Paulding right back here at the Valley. And the Raiders get ready to do their epic entrance. Everybody's fired up. Coach Bruner's fired up. All the coaches are fired up. The student section, they're excited. Everybody's excited. And here come your Walton Raiders taking the field here at Raider Valley for the second time this season. It's going to be a fun game for both teams. And players, for the Raiders, players to keep an eye on. Keep an eye on number 77, Daniel Calhoun, who's committed to the University of Georgia. He's been dominant this year for the Raiders. As mentioned before, you got to keep your eye on Jeremy Heklinski. He is just absolutely killing it this year, especially the game against Pope, and he was killing it against Brookwood as well. So Davis Parrott is going to kick off here for the Blue Devils. And back to receive for the Raiders are Wyatt Sonderman and Bam Bride. And the kickoff by Parrott is a good one. And Wyatt Sonderman will let it go into the end zone he catches it in the end zone for a touchback. And now the Raiders will start at the 20. So here comes Jeremy Heklinski and the mighty Raider offense. So here comes Jeremy Heklinski with Makari Bodiford in the backfield. Bodiford lined up behind Jeremy Heklinski. Sonderman closest to the Raiders sideline. Hunter Teal is going to move into the slot now. Heklinski's going to hand it to Makari Bodiford, who gets a good run to about the 24-yard line. More like the 23. Second down and 7 coming up. Keklinski throws over to Cameron Lloyd, who gets the 30-yard line, and good for a Raider first down. So the Raiders now at the 32. Bodiford again in the backfield. Getting the signal from the coaches. Heklinski hands it off to Bodiford, who gets to the 39-yard line. DJ Plummer makes the stop. Second down and 3 coming up for the Raiders at their own 39-yard line. Heklinski giving it to Bodiford again around the right side, and he gets about 1 yard. Third down coming up for the Raiders. Aiden Canty on the stop there for Marietta. Third down coming up for the Raiders with about 2 yards to go. Or maybe a yard. Bodiford takes it again, and he will get a first down for the Raiders near the 45-yard line. Austin Williams comes into the game now. And he will take over as running back as Makari Bodiford heads to the sideline. 2 receivers set near the Walton sideline. Wyatt Sonderman and Cameron Lloyd. Heklinski with 2 guys lined up behind him. Heklinski, play action, throwing. And that's over the hands of Cameron Lloyd. And second down coming up for the Raiders. Good job by Heklinski finding Cameron Lloyd there, but Lloyd could not reach up, could not get that one as it went above his reach. Second down and 10 for the Raiders. Austin Williams takes it, and he's going to lose about a few yards. Or no gain on the play. Bam Bride and Makari Bodiford enter the game. And Jude Cascone and Austin Williams head to the sideline. Third down and 10. Or third down and 11. Williams lost a yard on that play. Heklinski with Bodiford. Line up to his line up behind him. Heklinski has time. He's rolling. And he's going to run for the first down to the Marietta 45. Great job by Jeremy Heklinski escaping pressure and using his mobility to go to the 44-yard line for a Walton Raider first down. Heklinski, play action. Now he's in trouble, and Heklinski is going to be sacked at the 48-yard line. Number 33, DJ Plummer there on the sack. And the Raiders lose quite a few yards there. About 4 yards of loss there on that sack. Second down and 14 coming up for Walton. We got 3 receivers set on the right side. Hunter Teal, Cameron Lloyd, and Bam Bride, with Wyatt Sonderman being on the left. Bodiford in motion. Heklinski throwing, and that pass is deflected by number 25, Alec Huff. And there's a flag on the field. Looks like it could be pass interference or unnecessary roughness. Let's see. And it's on the Raiders. Penalty is declined. Third down coming up. Ineligible receiver downfield against the Raiders. So penalties decline. Raiders will have the ball again at the Marietta 48. 3rd and 14 coming up for Walton. Again, two receivers set on the two receivers on the right side, Hunter Teal and I believe Bam Bride. Heklinski is going to throw it to Makari Bodiford, who gets taken down at the 44. That's the original line of scrimmage, but he is well short of a first down, and the Raiders will be forced to punt. So a disappointing drive for the disappointing opening drive for the Raiders. You expected, a little bit more. You expected a few more connections there. Punt here by Tanner O'Brien is going to bounce, and a good punt out of bounds at the 3. Good punt there by Tanner O'Brien, or the 2-yard line, even better. So good punt there by number 15, Tanner O'Brien. And here comes Chase McCravey and the Marietta offense. Starting deep in their own territory, Christian Farrell enters the game for the Raiders. You got Wyatt Sonderman on defense. You got Tyson McCrary over towards the Marietta sideline. Jalen Frazier in the backfield for Marietta. He's going to give it to Frazier, and Frazier's going to be stopped at the 2. Number 50, Ashton Woods on the stop. Hayden Halpus checks into the game for the Raiders. Daniel Calhoun heads to the sideline. Second down and 10 for Marietta. And Frazier gets to the 14. Good run there. Bam Bride is in the game. Tyson McCrary on the stop. Christian Farrell heads to the sideline as Bam Bride takes his place. Third down coming up. First down, actually. My apologies. They got the first down on that play at the 14-yard line. Frazier takes it, and the ball's loose. And Tyson McCrary, I think, came up with it. Yes, touchdown Raiders. A fumble by Jalen Frazier. And Tyson McCrary recovers it in the end zone for a Walton touchdown. That's how you respond after that opening drive. Great job by Tyson McCrary to get on top of that ball. Defense has been on fire this season, and they are continuing to show up early on in the game. Extra point by Sebastian Manai is good. Now that was awesome. It was really good to see that happen. Second time that the Raider defense has gotten a score this season. That was amazing. And then the Raiders will be giving the ball right back to Marietta. Russell Bay and Michael Jackson back to receive for the Blue Devils. Sebastian Manai kicking off for the Raiders. And Benai's kick will go to the 7. And good tackle there. Michael Jackson takes it. And Ethan Stannard on the tackle for the Raiders. And Marietta will start at... They will start at their own 13. Good tackle there on the play by Ethan Stannard. And here comes McCravey and the Marietta offense. Number 3, Russell Bay in as running back for Marietta. Bay takes it. Flag comes in. Bay past the 20 into about the 25 for a first down. But we'll see what this flag is. Hudson Beard there on the stop for the Raiders. Sideline warning, I believe. Yep, sideline warning against the Raiders. First of this half. First and 10 from their own 25 for Marietta. And Bay takes it, and Bay's going to lose about 4 yards. Or 2 yards on the play. Ashton Woods, linebacker who has committed to the University of North Carolina, on the stop. Second down and 12 for Marietta. And McCravey running around, throwing, and that pass is incomplete, intended for number 10, Aiden Canty. Third down coming up. Ashton Woods on the coverage. Third down, or Lota Ogokwe on the coverage, actually. Third down and 12. McCravey in trouble. He's going to throw, and that pass is caught at the 25, but taken down by Wyatt Sonderman is number 2, Luke Morgan. Fourth down coming up for the Blue Devils. Good hit there by Wyatt Sonderman. And the Blue Devils will be punting for the first time tonight. Bam Bride back to receive. Davis Parrott in the punt for the Blue Devils, and then Bam Bride back to receive for the Raiders. And the punt by Parrott will bounce in front of the 40. Bam Bride will let it go to the 34. And that ball was down by number 25, Alec Huff. And then there's a penalty on the play. We waiting the decision on that as the Walton Raider offense prepares to have a little bit of a better drive than their first one. And still waiting the decision on, still waiting the penalty. Or maybe they just picked up the flag. Oh no, I don't think they did. I guess there was no penalty. Oh no, there it is. Oh no. Oh. 5 yard. Okay, so 5 yard penalty assessed against the Raiders. I think they're pointing towards Marietta actually, and indeed they are. The Raiders will go to the 39. Not sure what the penalty was. Illegal formation on the Blue Devils. Took a while to get that one. Here's Cameron Lloyd now in at wide receiver. High snap, Hiklinski handing it off. And Austin Williams takes the ball to the 46 for a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. From the 46 of their own territory. High snap again. Hiklinski hands it off. Austin Williams and to midfield. And a 1st down now for the Raiders. And now Williams will head to the sideline as Makari Bodiford is now checking in as running back. Good run, good explosive run. As soon as Austin Williams got that ball, he just took off immediately. So, good run there by Austin Williams. 1st and 10 from midfield for the Raiders. Hiklinski with Bodiford. High snap again. Bodiford takes it. Goes around the left side. Makes a man miss. And to the 40. 1st down, Raiders. Good run there by Makari Bodiford. And now actually at the 39 of Marietta, so gain of about 11. Aiden Canty on the stop. Sonderman, the closest receiver to the Walton sideline. Got 3 receivers set on the right. And throwing over to the right, and I believe that's Cameron Lloyd on the reception for a gain of about 5 to the Marietta 34. And DJ Plummer there on the stop. Or Plumer. Second down and 5 from the Marietta 34. Hiklinski with Bodiford in the backfield. And timeout, I believe. No, flag comes in. That's going to be delay game on the Raiders. And ball will be brought back to the 39. And 2nd down and 10 now. It's the original line of scrimmage, the 39-yard line. Makari Bodiford takes this one to the 31. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa, little Little post play action there. Number 23 for Marietta, Caleb Graham. They're down and 4. Botiford got to the 33, not the 31. There was a bit of pushing and shoving after that, towards the end of that play. Sonderman, the only receiver set on the left side. Now you'll have 2 on the right, Teal and I believe Bam Bride. Hicklinski throwing. That's caught by Hunter Teal. And to the 21-yard line goes the best tight end in the state of Georgia, Hunter Teal. First down, Raiders. And number 19, Joseph Mosley on the stop. And that's the end of the first quarter. The Raiders lead Marietta 7-0 after a fumble recovery touchdown in the end zone by Tyson McCrary, which was awesome. That's the second defensive touchdown of the season for the Raiders, and actually the second for Tyson McCrary. Now they're recognizing the Walton swim and dive team, the Walton boys swim and dive team who won state last season. Congratulations to them. The girls won the year before, and then the boys won last year. So congrats to them. Hope to be back to there. Hope to do it again this year.
If you want to know why there's all the gold and all the glitter, that's right, glitter at Raider Valley. We want to thank our friends from the Raleigh Foundation for doing all they can.
So the Raiders will start.
Cancer research. Please make a donation to one of our volunteers. 100% of what's collected goes towards research.
Once again, the Walton Raider family sponsoring the 50-50 raffle. The winner of tonight's raffle will receive.
So the Raiders starting at around the 21-yard line of Marietta.
Purchase one ticket for $2.
Christian Farrell out there to the right. Hicklinski faked the handoff, and he's going to be sacked back at the 26-yard line. Play action did not go well there for the Raiders. The Blue Devils knew what was coming, and they took care of that. Number 23, Caleb Graham, or Kelvin Shaw, on the stop, or on the sack. 2nd and 14 for the Raiders. Botiford takes it, and to the 20-15, 10-5, touchdown, Makari Botiford. And this touchdown is brought to you by the criminal defense team at Rohan Law. Don't let a mistake ruin your future. If you have been charged with a crime, hire Rohan Law, your best friends on your worst day. Makari Botiford took that one 25 yards for a Raider touchdown. And replay here of the Botiford touchdown. And the extra point by Benai is good. What a way to rebound there for the Raiders. After Hicklinski getting sacked, but then Makari Botiford comes in with an explosive 25-yard touchdown run. Raiders now lead 14-0 with 11:12 remaining in the second quarter. Russell Bay and Mikhail Jackson back to receive for Marietta. And the kickoff by Benai will be caught at about the 8. Oh, the ball's dropped. Bay picks it back up and taken down a little past the 15-yard line. I believe. Caden Gilstrap on the stop. And from the 17-yard line is where the Blue Devils will start their drive.
Quick shout out to Sean O'Farrell, the 2023 Yahtzee champion. Congratulations, Sean O'Farrell, 2023 Yahtzee champion. Congrats.
Van Bride, Wyatt Sonnerman out there. Jalen Frazier in at running back for Marietta. McCravey going to throw over to his left. And stumbling at the 15 is number 14, Noah Brown. Lost his footing there. Could have gotten a few extra yards, but he got about 7 there. Oh, actually, no, they got no gain on that play because the original line of scrimmage was a 17. McCravey in an empty backfield throwing, and that pass is knocked down by Wendell Gregory, who committed to the University of South Carolina. Bobby Butler, the intended receiver for the Blue Devils. Third down and 10 coming up for Marietta. See what the Marietta offense does on this drive, on this play. And whistle was blown for delay a game on the Blue Devils. That'll back them up about 5 yards. So to the 12-yard line is where this 3rd and 15 will be. So you got Bambride in there. You got Jake Thorner in there. Bay in as running back for the Blue Devils. Ethan Standard out there on defense. McCravey going to roll to the right. He's going to take it himself. And taken down just before the 20. Or about 3. I got about 3. Lota Ugokwe on the tackle for the Raiders at about the 19. Eight yards there on the rush. Bambride, I believe, is back to receive this punt. Parrott punting it. Bride takes it from the 47, and he's going to be wrestled down at the 45. Oh, a little taken down by like 3 players there. But the Raiders will start in Blue Devil territory with about 9:19 remaining in this first half. 14-0 Walton. Tyson McCrary with the fumble recovery in the end zone, and Makari Bodiford with a 25-yard rushing touchdown. He had 2 against Pope. First and 10 from the 45. And Hicklinski is going to throw to Cameron Lloyd, who gets, he jukes a guy out past the 20 and inside the 20 to about the 18. Joseph Mosley there on the stop. First and 10 Raiders in the red zone. Hicklinski going to give it to Bodiford, and Bodiford's going to get to about the 16. Or Austin, my apologies, Austin Williams takes it to the 16-yard line. Second down and 8 coming up for the Raiders. Austin Williams remains out there as running back. Cameron Lloyd, Hunter Teal, Wyatt Sonderman. Austin Williams, play action, and Wyatt Sonderman takes it in for the touchdown. 16-yard reception. Great catch there by Sonderman. Replay coming in. Great catch by Sonderman, and he had it. Snap by Aston, hold by Gilstrap, and the kick by Benai splits the uprights. And this touchdown is brought to you by the criminal defense team at Rohan Law. Don't let a mistake ruin your future. If you have been charged with a crime, hire Rohan Law, your best friends on your worst day. And we want to give a birthday shout out to Mr. Rick Teal, an all-around great guy. Hope Hunter can get a touchdown in tonight's game for Mr. Rick Teal. Benai kicking it off here. And 22, I believe, takes it. And swallowed up there. That's the 15. Mikhail Jackson. And the Blue Devils will start. Jude Cascone there on the takedown. And the Blue Devils will start at about the 19-yard line. Raiders lead 21-0 with under 8 minutes to go. Russell Bay in the backfield. McCravey throwing to his right, and that's caught by number 1, Bobby Butler. And he gets a Blue Devil first down past the 30-yard line. Hudson Beard there on the stop. On the stop. First and 10 at the 31. Butler in as running back nearest to the Raiders sideline. Going to go up against Bam Bright here. Oh, high snap. McCravey is going to be sacked. Wendell Gregory on the sack. Flag comes in. What a sack by Wendell Gregory. Takes him down at the 16, but what's this flag? Instant replay coming in. Wendell dragged him to the ground there. That was a very good tackle there by Wendell Gregory. What a tackle by Wendell. And the student section goes crazy. The penalty is on the Raiders. I'm not sure what it is. Must have been a pen. Oh, it's a face mask. Oh. 5-yard penalty. Second down and very long for Marietta. About 24. And McCravey going to throw over to his left, and that's over the hands of Bobby Butler. Bam Bride and Christian Farrell enter the game. Number 50, Hayden Halpus, heads to the sideline. Ashton Woods was the one causing the pressure on McCravey. Second down and 24. Or maybe second down and 23. I think they're starting at the 18. McCravey, screen pass, number 9. Thomas Abercrombie, who's taken down by Christian Farrell. Third down coming up from the 23. Third down and 18. So they gained about 5 on that play. Third down. McCravey throws, and it's incomplete. Out of the hands of Thomas Abercrombie. And Jake Thorner there on the coverage. And Marietta brings their punt team out. Parrott punting for the Blue Devils. And Bam Bride back to receive for the Raiders at about the 45. Here's the punt by Parrott. Could have been blocked there. And Bam Bride's going to let it go out of bounds at about the 28-yard line. 29-yard line. And the Raiders will start their next drive from there. With 6:28 to go in the second quarter, Walton leads Marietta 21-0. Hicklinski with Makari Bodiford. Hunter Teal and Bam Bride nearest to the Raiders sideline. You got Christian Farrell and Wyatt Sonneman on the other side. Bodiford takes this one to the 35. Number 58, Jordan Adams. Or number 25, Alec Huff, actually, on the stop. And 2nd and 4 for the Raiders. Pretty much keeping the same guys out there. Hicklinski going to throw, and it's a little too high for Hunter Teal to catch. Sean Morgan on the coverage. Third down coming up for Walton. Van Bride heads to the sideline as number 32, Jude Cascone, takes his place. You got Christian Farrell coming over towards the Raiders sideline. Oh no, he's going to go back over to the far sideline with Wyatt Sonderman. Jude Cascone is in the backfield. And Makari Bodiford breaking loose. 45-50, 40, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, 5. Touchdown Raiders! Makari Bodiford all the way. What a run. And this touchdown is brought to you by the criminal defense team at Rohan Law. Don't let a mistake ruin your future. If you've been charged with a crime, hire Rohan Law, your best friends on your worst day. Replay coming in after the field goal. +50 yard rushing touchdown for Bodiford. And the extra point by Sebastian Manai is good, and the replay coming in. Bodiford taking it all the way. What a run by Bodiford, his second rushing touchdown of the game. Raiders now lead 28-0 with 5:37 to go in this first half. Back deep to receive for the Blue Devils. Number 1, Bobby Butler, and number 3, Russell Bay. Benai kicking it off for Walton. And Benai's kick will be caught at about the 8, and Butler takes it to the 30. Or to the 25, my apologies. Good return by Bobby Butler, and the Blue Devils offense are gonna try and get something on the board on this drive with little under 5.5 minutes to spare. McCravey throwing to his right, and it's caught, taken down by number 5. Tyson McCrary on the coverage. Butler on the catch. Or Loto Gokwe on the takedown. And number 7, Ashton Woods. And Hudson Beard, all 3 of them on the takedown. Second down coming up here from the 30-yard line. McCravey in trouble. Ball's loose. He falls on top of it at about the 19. Ashton Woods came at him, charged at him like a bull, caused him to lose control of the football, but McCravey falls on top of it just in time. They will keep possession, but a third down and long coming up for the Blue Devils. Third down and 16 for Marietta. Walton defense locking down like they've been doing all season. And McCravey here with time, throwing over the middle. It's intercepted! Ashton Woods! How do you like that? Ashton Woods, replay coming in. Comes in and just picks it off. That is what you like to see from this dominant Raider defense. And the offense looks to keep that momentum going. Heklinski with Austin Williams in the backfield. Van Bride and Wyatt Sonderman, the two wide receivers lined up near the Walton sideline. Got Jude Cascone in the slot. And Heklinski is in a bit of trouble here. Is going to throw it into incomplete. Flag comes in, and this might be a roughing the passer penalty. I think that's what the Raiders think it will be. Waiting on the referee's signal. See what they call here. Look to me like a roughing the passer penalty. And that is exactly what it is. It's going to be roughing the passer on Marietta. That's an automatic first down for the Raiders. So they will now be 15 yards from the previous spot. So ball is going to be at about the 30, or no, a little further, at about the 20. Ooh, wow, they're moving a far way. 1st and 10 at the 15. Jeez, or 20. My apologies. First and 10 from the 15-yard line for Heklinski and crew. Austin Williams again in at running back. Fake the handoff to Williams. Van Bride catches it, and he will score! Touchdown, Bam Bride! Walton is dominating the Blue Devils. He scores untouched on that play. 15-yard touchdown reception for Bam Bride. And the extra point by Benai is good. 35-0 Raiders. Amazing. And replay coming in here as Bam Bride scored untouched on that play for a 15-yard reception. Oh, and this touchdown is brought to you by the criminal defense team at Rohan Law. Don't let a mistake ruin your future. If you have been charged with a crime, hire Rohan Law, your best friends on your worst day. And Mr. B says hello to everybody watching. And Sebastian Benai going to kick it off here. Butler and not sure who that is. He'll take it to a little past the 10. 14 Noah Brown on the return. And that's where Marietta will start their next drive with 3:27 to go in this first half. Walton dominating on both sides of the football. They just forgot about that opening drive on offense, and they just took off, just dominating, capitalizing on Marietta's mistakes. And just the run game has been amazing. Heklinski's made some great throws to Bam Bride. Makari Bodiford has 2 rushing touchdowns in this game. Overall, the offense is clicking, and the defense is just locking down. Russell Bay takes it for a gain of about 1 yard. Ashton Woods on the tackle. Or a loss of 1 yard there. 2nd down and 11 for the Blue Devils. McCravey throwing, and that pass is caught by Butler, and Butler gets out of bounds a little before the 35-yard line. And a 1st down for Marietta, as they are at about the 31. 2 receivers set near the Walton sideline. And McCravey's going to throw, and that pass is caught by number 14, Noah Brown. And he gets to the 42-yard line for an 11-yard reception and a Marietta 1st down. Bam Bride was there to bring him down. And number 59, Justin Kruger, checks in for the Raider defense. And the run here. And Jalen Frazier on the carry, taking it to about the 45-yard line. Well, 43 actually. 43. 2nd down and about 9. And McCravey going to roll over to his right. Wendell Gregory trying to bring him down, and Wendell forces him to throw that one out of bounds. Good pressure there by the South Carolina Gamecock commit, Wendell Gregory. Third down and 9 from the 43-yard line for McCravey and the Blue Devils. McCravey rolling to his right. He's going to throw, and that pass is caught, and breaking loose to the 40 is number 1, Bobby Butler, as he enters Raider territory. Wyatt Sonderman there on the stop. 1st down at the 40. Number 36, Hudson Beard, checks in for Bam Bride. McCravey in trouble, heaving it down the field, and it's intercepted by Tyson McCrary. And he's taking it out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. The 2nd turnover for Tyson McCrary in this game. First one was a fumble recovery for a touchdown in the end zone in the 1st quarter. Replay coming in of the interception. McCravey was in trouble there, and he heaved that one downfield. And it was right there for Tyson McCrary just to pick that one off and take it to the 30-yard line. And the Raiders look to do a little bit more damage before halftime with about 54 seconds remaining in this first half. Got Bam Bride going over to the left side. Got Sonderman and I believe Lloyd nearest to the Raiders sideline. Heklinski is going to run it himself and be taken down at about the 32. And a holding penalty is called against the Raiders, so they will be backed up to about the 20. Ball placement here will be at about the 20-yard line. 10-yard penalty on the Raiders. 1st and 20. The receiver set on the right. Hiklinski's going to give it to Austin Williams, and he gets to the 37. Dante Young, 2nd down and 2. Or Jackson there on the stop for the Blue Devils. And a timeout is called by the Raiders with about 28 seconds to spare in this first half. 35-0 Walton leading Marietta. Offense exploding in this first half. Defense playing absolutely phenomenal. Raiders will have it at about the 37 as Austin Williams took that one 17 yards to gain back some of that yardage. 2nd and 3 from the 37. Walton going trips right here. Van Bride now moving over to the left. Hiklinski throwing it over the middle. Caught by Hunter Teal. And past the 45-yard line to the 44 goes Hunter Teal. 1st down Raiders. And the Raiders got to go quick with the clock winding down. Hiklinski with tons of time. He's going to air it out deep. And it's intercepted. Flag comes in. Number 21, Carroll, on the interception. And the flag might be on the Blue Devils for pass interference. 5 seconds remaining in this first half, so we'll see what this penalty is. It might be on Marietta for a pass interference, but we will see what the referee says. No, it's holding on the Raiders, but then there's a penalty on the Blue Devils, but they offset. And Bruner is confused. So penalties are offsetting. Timeout on the field. Coach Bruner is going to talk to the referee here. And Daniel Calhoun talking with the refs as well. But in the end, the Raiders will have the ball for this last play.
here for the last play of this quarter. Still some confusion on the field. Hail Mary formation. Throw a screen to Cameron Lloyd. Cameron Lloyd. Big gain.
Center up.
Oh, my bad.
Look at me. That's it. Going to Tarun in 5, 4, 3, 2.
That was your first half, folks. What an explosive game it has been so far. Walton absolutely dominating today. Marietta came in looking for a different result, but Walton just absolutely dominating. What stood out I can describe this first half in one word: tackles. Breaking them and making them. Walton's been doing both. On offense, especially in the run game, Makari Bodiford and Austin Williams, every play, they always run after contact, and there's been big run after catches too for the receivers, especially Bam Bride, Wyatt Sonderman. On the Marietta side, on the other side, Walton's been making tons and tons of tackles. Wendell Gregory bringing a lot of pressure on Tyson McCreary, causing those interceptions. They've capitalized on turnovers. It's been a great game, folks. Hope to see you in second half.
shirt is titled Alice Struck Around. Musical selections include White Rabbit, Flight of the Bumblebee, Anne's Lullaby, and Here. Please welcome to the field drum majors Abby Anderson, Shree Veteran, Simon Beltran, and Eliza Walker, and the Walton High School Marching Raider Band.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. B. I'm the head of broadcasting here at Walton High School, and if you're enjoying today's broadcast, watching it on YouTube, we're glad to have you watching. As we head into the second half, we wanted you guys to know that we could use some friends. We've got a group called the Walton Broadcasting Booster Club that helps finance some of what we got going on up here. And if you're interested in helping out, please go ahead and text something right there in our chat. You can also go on Walton Broadcasting Booster at gmail.com, send us an email, and we'll send you back with a link so you can help us out with our broadcast and become a sponsor of our broadcast. Of course, Walton Broadcasting Booster Club is a 501c3 tax-deductible, non-for-profit organization run entirely by students. The only reason I'm getting on the mic is I've got 15 kids up here that are running this broadcast today that are working their fingers to the bone, trying to put on a great show for you guys. And I just wanted to show my appreciation, and hopefully you'll show your appreciation too. Send an email to waltonbroadcastbooster@gmail.com. Thanks so much.
And welcome back to Raider Valley for the second half of this current blowout between the Marietta Blue Devils and the Walton Raiders. Walton, a bit of a first drive of the first half was a bit disappointing, but after that they got going. I mean, Makari Bodiford has rushed for almost 100, has rushed for over 100 yards in this first half. Austin Williams has 30. Jeremy Eklinski has thrown 12 passes, and he's completed 9 of them for 127 yards, 2 touchdown passes, been sacked twice. Cameron Lloyd has caught 4 passes for 60 yards. Hunter Teal, 2 passes for 31 yards. Sonderman, 1 pass for 16 yards and a touchdown. Bam Bride, 1 pass for 15 yards. That was the 15-yard touchdown reception. And Makari Bodiford, 1 reception for 5 yards. Let's see, defense here. Ashton Woods has had 4 solo tackles in this game, so he's been doing a lot. Wendell's gotten a sack. Ashton Woods has also gotten a sack for the Raiders. And the kickoff here by Benai. It's going to be returned here by number 1, Bobby Butler. Jake Thorner on the stop for the Raiders. And a flag comes in. And the penalty here is going to be a holding penalty against Marietta. Chase McCravey in the first half threw 15 passes and completed 8 of them for 65 yards. Longest pass was a 17-yard pass. He's been sacked twice. Receiving, Bobby Butler's gotten the most receptions for 4. 51 yards. Noah Brown, 2 receptions for 11 yards. Luke Morgan, 1 reception for 3 yards. And Abercrombie had one reception, but it was for no gain. McCravey here handing it off to number 3, Russell Bay. Or 22, Jackson. Hudson Beard along with Noah LaValle on the stop for the Raiders. Second down. McCravey has tons of time. He throws over to his right. And that pass is caught by number 2, Luke Morgan. And he is past the line of gain. So a first down for the Blue Devils. McCravey throwing to his right, and number 22, Jackson, on the reception. Justin Kruger on the stop, and Jake Thorner as well. Second and 10 for the Blue Devils. Here's McCravey, and that pass is caught by Jackson, and he's out of bounds with about 2 yards to gain, or about 3 yards to gain. A third down and 3 coming up for Marietta.
Third down and 3.
McCravey handing it off, and that is Jackson. I believe it's, yeah, it's Jackson. Jackson there on the carry. First down, Marietta at their own 35-yard line. McCravey with an empty backfield. And that's caught by Butler to the 44-yard line. About a yard short of the line of gain. Or Noah LaValle on the stop there. Actually 2 yards to gain on the 43-yard line for Marietta. Second and 2. And Jack's Wendell Gregory on the stop, and they're short by about 2 yards now. And the toss to Jackson, and he's going to be stopped short yet again. And Wendell Gregory on the stop. Fourth down. James Harvey checks out of the game as Daniel Calhoun comes in. Ashton Woods. I think Ashton Woods was going to come in, but now he's not. And Jackson takes it to midfield for a Blue Devil first down from about the 48-yard line. Ethan Stannard on the stop for Walton. McCravey here, rolling to his left, and that pass is over Bobby Butler. Daniel Calhoun is now heading to the sideline. Van Bride and Hudson Beard, and I believe James Harvey was also in on the coverage. Second down and 10 from the Walton 48. McCravey here, In trouble. He's going to be sacked.
Gravy is taken down in the backfield by
And yes, Wendell Gregory on the sack. Wendell Gregory. This time, no penalty on that one. That's 2 sacks for Wendell Gregory now. Instant replay coming in here. Wendell got right in his face. And he took him down for a big loss of yards there. 3rd down and long. Starting from the 44. About 3rd and 18. And being pressured again by Justin Kruger. McCravey intercepted. Bam Bride. Flag comes in. Bam Bride is pulled out of bounds just before midfield.
Bam Bride. There are flags on the field.
Not sure what these flags are for. But for right now, Bam Bride
Out on the field for the injured player.
has an interception for the Raiders. Penalty came in right as soon as Bam Bride, or just a little, I think it was a little after. I think this interception should stand because Bam Bride picked it off, and then just like a few seconds later, the flag was thrown. The flag wasn't thrown. We'll see. Oh, it's going to be on the Raiders. And, an injury here. They're tending to the injured Walton player. And I think I see some training staff from the Marietta sideline coming in. Nope. Number 34, Noah LaValle, was down on the field, but now he is being helped to the sideline. And let's hope he is okay. What about that penalty again? Yeah, the penalty came in after Bam Bride picked it off, so another interception for the Raiders. That's 3 interceptions by the Blue Devils. Jeremy Heklinski gonna give it to, oh no, he's gonna throw it over to Wyatt Sonderman, who takes it to the 42-yard line for a Walton first down. Or 41. Jackson on the stop. From the 41, 1st and 10. Austin Williams is swallowed up there. Kelvin Shaw, or Caleb Graham maybe. Kelvin Shaw. Number 23 on the stop for Marietta. 2nd down and 12. Lloyd in motion. Heklinski throwing, and Lloyd could not come up with that one. 3rd and 12 coming up for the Raiders. Number 21 on the coverage for Marietta. That is Dante Young. 3rd and 12 from the Raider 39. Heklinski with time. Now he's in trouble. He's going to run with it. And he's going to pick up the first down and a little more to the 40. Great run by Jeremy Heklinski.
Good for a Walton Raider.
Replay. Heklinski evades the pocket, and he runs all the way to the 41 of Marietta. Great run by Jeremy Heklinski. And now he's going to be sacked. Man, they blitzed on that one. Number 33, DJ Plumer. Flag comes in.
DJ
Plummer, my bad.
a flag.
Not sure what, see what this penalty flag is. Came in a little after the sack happened. Maybe it's like an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against the Blue Devils. Or maybe it's a holding penalty on the Raiders that will be declined. We'll see. And it's unsportsmanlike conduct against the Blue Devils. And that will help Walton out here. They will move the ball now to the Marietta 33-yard line. So Walton will take advantage of that one. Heklinski with Austin Williams again. Got Cameron Lloyd and Bam Bride over towards the Walton sideline. Lloyd in motion. They'll give it to Austin Williams. And he breaks through to the 20 and taken down a little past the 20. And Jaleel Smith on the stop. Hunter Teal checks into the game for the Raiders. Bam Bride heads to the sideline. Play clock winding down to 5 seconds. And getting the snap off in time. Austin Williams takes it inside the 15-yard line.
Stop is made by number 59, Tony. Second down.
Damari Toney on the stop. Second down coming up for the Raiders. I formation there. Heklinski over towards Jude Cascone. He steps out of bounds a little before the 5-yard line.
Cascone pushed out of bounds
At about the 7.
by number 23.
Number 23.
Out of bounds at the 7-yard line. First and goal, Raiders.
So first and goal Raiders from the 7-yard line. And Austin Williams takes it, but he's wrapped up for a loss of about a yard.
Ball was made by number 8, Anthony Kruoff. Ball spot on the 9-yard line. Second down and goal.
Second and goal now. Yeah, ball's going to be on the 8-yard line for a loss of a yard. Jude Cascone heads to the sideline. You got Teal, Cameron Lloyd, and Bam Bride on the right side for the Raiders. Sonderman on the opposite side. Play clock winding down to 5 as now Williams will be a receiver. And that's going to be delay a game against the Raiders. Could not get that snap off in time, so they will be backed up about 5 yards. Now to the 13-yard line. Remains second and goal. Or more like the 14-yard line. Glinski giving it to Austin Williams. And Williams is going to fight his way to the 5-yard line. Refuses to go down. But play is whistled dead at around the 5. Third and goal coming up for the Raiders. Ball is at the 5-yard line as it's third down and goal for the Raiders. Trips right here for Walton. Klinski gonna roll to his right. And he's going to throw it into the end zone, and Hunter Teal was the closest to that one, but it sails out of bounds. And now a field goal unit coming out for the Raiders. And injury timeout here. Marietta has an injured player, so we will have a little timeout as the Raiders prepare to kick a field goal from the 5-yard line. It'll be about a 22-yard field goal from that spot. And the Marietta player is able to get to the sideline. So Sebastian Benai and the kicking unit is preparing to attempt their first field goal of the night. It's been all touchdowns here so far for the Raiders. Those touchdowns all came in the first half. We're going to have Andrew Aston on the snap, Caden Gilstrap on the hold, and Sebastian Benai to give the Raiders a 38-0 lead. Good snap, good hold. Benai's kick is good, and the Raiders now lead 38-0 with 2:15 in the third. 22-yard field goal by Benai. So after the Bam Bright interception, the Raiders go down the field again and score. And now Benai kicking it off to the Blue Devils. Number 14, Noah Brown. And number 1, Bobby Butler, back to receive for Marietta. Benai's kick is going to bounce into the end zone for a touchback, and the Blue Devils will start at their own 20-yard line. So let's see what the Raider defense does here, as they've been pretty much locking down for the entirety of this game. Looking to do the same here again. Wendell Gregory had a sack on the last drive that Marietta had. Christian Farrell is out there. Jude Cascone is out there. Wendell Gregory heads to the sideline. And number 26, Ethan Stannard, is in. And new quarterback here. Oh, almost intercepted. Tyson McCrary almost came up with that pick.
Number 5, Tyson McCrary on the coverage for the Raiders. Second down and 10.
Carson Snipes in as quarterback for the Blue Devils. That would be really bad for the Blue Devils if McCrary came up with that pick. That would have been a pick 6 right there. But luckily for the Blue Devils, he did not come up with that one. Second down, and Snipes. Pass is incomplete, intended for Luke Morgan. Ooh, and I believe that's Lota Ugokwe down on the field. Let's hope he's okay. The training staff is coming out here. Looks like it might be cramping up. Not good. Loto Gokwe still down on the field. And more training staff coming out. And he is able to get up and be helped off to the sideline. Let's hope he is okay. Walking now towards the Raiders sideline. Third down coming up for Marietta at their own 20. Yeah, he's kind of hopping. Yeah, he's going to need a bit of help towards the sideline. Yeah, he's kind of he's hopping off the field. Needs a little bit of help to get off, and now they will tend to him. Let's hope he's all right. Third down and 10 for the Blue Devils. And Snipes is going to escape, and now he's going to throw it, and that pass is caught. And penalty comes in, and I believe that Snipes crossed the line of scrimmage, so that'll be a penalty on the Blue Devils. And Luke Morgan made that catch. Christian Farrell heads to the sideline. Number 36, Hudson Beard, checks in. And number 66. John Dunning in for the Raiders. Yeah, legal forward pass because he stepped over the line of scrimmage. So that penalty will back them up, I believe, about 5 yards. One minute and 53 seconds remaining in this third quarter. The Raiders 38 and the Blue Devils nothing. and Jude Cascone heads to the sideline.
Once again, a little forward pass is the call.
So this ball will go back to the.
That is a loss of down.
It's a loss of down, so now it'll be 4th down, I believe.
4th down
Yep.
and 15.
So 4th down and 15 from their own 15-yard line for Marietta. And they will be punting. Bam Bride back to receive this punt for the Raiders.
Number 36, Davis Parrott. Punt
Parrott
formation.
punting for the
Back deep, received the punt, number 8,
Blue
Bam
Devils.
Bride.
And Bam Bride back to receive for Walton. Near the 45-yard line, that ball will bounce, will be caught near midfield. Bam Bride escaping tackles, but he's dragged down about the 41-yard line.
Stop is made
Took
by
it about 9 yards there.
23, Kelvin Shaw.
Shaw on the tackle. Yep, Kelvin Shaw on the tackle. So with about 1:39, the Raiders will look to get some more points on the board as Caden Gilstrap looks like will now be in as quarterback. Or no, Jeremy Hiklinski still. Saw Gilstrap in the huddle, but Hiklinski is going back out there again. You got Christian Farrell and I think Cameron Lloyd with him. Oh no, that's Austin Williams, my apologies. Takes it to the 40 for a gain of about a yard. Second down,
Hands off to number 2, Austin
or a
Williams.
gain of about 2
Williams
actually.
is taken down at the 40-yard line.
Second down and
Stop
8.
is made by number 25, Alec Huff.
That's number 25, Alec Huff.
Check that. Ball be started the original line of scrimmage.
Or actually, Williams ran for no gain on the play. Second down and 10. Giving it to Williams again. Past the 35
Williams
to about the 30, or past the 35 to about the 33. About a yard short of first down. Third down and 1.
Third down and 1.
See what they do here. Quarterback sneak. Hiklinski takes it to the 30 for a first down. Walton.
Makes it to the 30-yard line. There's 26 seconds remaining.
With 26 seconds remaining in this third quarter. That probably is, yeah, that's going to be probably the last play. Yeah, it's the last play of this third quarter. We will head to the fourth quarter with the Raiders leading the Blue Devils 38-0. Walton, again, dominating on both sides of the football. They had a Bam Bride interception in the third quarter, which then led to a 22-yard field goal by Sebastian Benai. And now the Raiders have the ball at the Marietta 30-yard line. First down and 10, and that's where they will start the fourth quarter at.
Thank you to Brian Murray and our friends at ESPN Plus. We appreciate the partnership.
Looks like another dominant win coming up here for the Walton Raiders. I mean, they beat Grayson like 49-27, I believe. Yeah, something like that. Beating Brookwood 63-15, and then absolutely destroying Pope like they've done for the past 4 years, 67-7, and currently have a 38-point lead on the Blue Devils. Caden Gilstrap now going to be in as quarterback for the Raiders. Got Sonderman nearest to the Raiders sideline. Cameron Lloyd and Bam Bride near the Marietta sideline. Handing it off to Austin Williams. Takes it to about the 26-yard line. And we will have a running clock here in this fourth quarter with the Raiders up 38 points on the Blue Devils. Ball is actually at the 27. Gain of about 3 on that play. 2nd and 7 for Gilstrap, who's going to throw it to the left. Wyatt Sonderman makes the catch, and he will go down at the 10. And Dante Young takes him down, and he is down on the field. Injured player, that's Dante Young of Marietta. And let's hope he is okay, as the Marietta training staff runs over towards him to see what's going on. 11:02 remaining in this game. Raiders, like they've done in their past 3 games, just dominating on both sides of the football. That's what you like to see. If you're a Walton fan, you like to see this in every single game. But if you're a Marietta fan, you do not want to see this happen. And you'll go into the next game trying to learn from your mistakes that you made in this game. And I mean, even Walton, there's stuff to there's stuff to learn, even from the dominant wins, even from the Pope game. There's still things that the team can always do better. Of course, that's what every football team knows out there. Even in the most crushing wins, there's something that you can always improve on. And there's definitely something in this game that the Raiders can improve on. But overall, a great game for the Walton Raiders on offense, defense, and special teams. And Gilstrap's going to hand it off to Austin Williams, who's going to be taken down at about the 4. Second down coming up. 2nd and goal. Gilstrap with Austin Williams in the backfield. Gilstrap's going to throw it to Sonderman. Did he come up with it? Yes! Touchdown, Wyatt Sonderman. What a catch. Got both feet down. What a catch by Wyatt Sonderman. And this touchdown is brought to you by the criminal defense team at Rohan Law. Don't let a mistake ruin your future. If you have been charged with a crime, hire Rohan Law, your best friends on your worst day. Snap by Aston, the hold by Gilstrap, and the kick by Benai. And that kick is good. Instant replay here. A phenomenal catch by Wyatt Sonderman. Gilstrap floated it to the corner of the end zone.
Walton Raiders 45, Marietta Blue Devils 0.
And so the Raiders now lead 45-0 with 9:16 to go in the game.
Number 92, Sebastian Benai.
Benai kicking it off yet again to the Marietta
Number 1,
Blue Devils.
Butler,
Butler
alongside number 14,
and number 14, Noah Brown.
Keaton Brown.
Or either Keaton or Brown. Sebastian Benai kicking it off again. Number 33, Todd Haley, comes in for the Raiders. Benai kicks it. Butler will take it from about. Oh, he lets it fall into the end zone touchback. Good thing it was a touchback. And not going out of bounds. Because if that would have gone out of bounds,
There was no
then
possession, so that is a touchback, right?
then it would have been a very bad field position for the Blue Devils. But luckily for them, it falls into the end zone, so they will start at their own 20. Hudson Beard was about to come in, but he does not come into the game. Christian Farrell is out there on defense. And number 18, Carson
Number 18,
Snipes,
Carson Snipes.
in at quarterback for the Blue Devils. And Snipes is going to roll. He's going to throw it, and that's batted down by number 90, Dallas Bethune. Intended for number 2, Luke Morgan.
90, Dallas Bethune.
Good pass deflection by Dallas Bethune.
Second down and 10.
Second and 10, number 39. Kieran Smith checks in for the Raiders. Snipes has time. Now he's going to roll to his right. He's going to throw it, and it's intercepted by Christian Farrell at the 42. And he's going to go all the way for a 42-yard pick six. Christian Farrell, pick six. That's awesome. Here comes the replay. Snipes tried to find her man, but could only find a red jersey, and that was Christian Farrell. And Christian Farrell makes him pay. Andrew Aston on the snap. Gilstrap on the hold. And Benai with the kick. And as usual, he splits the uprights. 7 minutes. The Raiders lead the Blue Devils 52-0 after Christian Farrell has a 42-yard pick six. That's the second defensive touchdown scored by the Raiders in this game. First was a Tyson McCrary fumble recovery in the end zone. Second time, Christian Farrell, 42-yard pick six to increase the lead to 52-0. We got a running clock, 6:20 remaining in the fourth quarter. Number 97, Daniel Strickland, now kicking it off for the Raiders. And Strickland's kick, good one. Caught it about the 7. And, oh, he's got a lane. Only one man to beat here. Flag comes in. Daniel Strickland does force him out of bounds. Number 14, Laurel Keaton, or Noah Brown. Flag is thrown. And it could be a holding penalty against the Blue Devils. And yes, it is a holding call against the Blue Devils. So unfortunately for Noah Brown, unfortunately for Noah Brown and Marietta, they will not be in Raider territory after that kickoff return because they committed a holding penalty. And the ball will be placed back at about the 30. Number 41, Samba Solto, is on the field for the Raiders. Number 19, Pranav Chandrashkar, checks in. And number 33, Todd Haley, heads to the sideline.
Number 18, Nasir Presley in the game for the Raiders.
Snipes handing it off, and did the ball come out there? But I believe Marietta came up with it. Yep. Number 57 on Marietta on the recovery. That's Blake Bartlett. Number 51, Jackson on the carry, and number 51, Tommy Ross heads to the Sam Besselink now in for Walton.
Number 60, Sam Nicholson in the game
Jack
for the Raiders.
Kim.
Number 24, Ben Simons in the game for the
Ben
Raiders.
Simons in the game for the Raiders.
Number 39, Karen Smith in the game.
Kieran Smith. Snipes throwing to his left. That's caught. And first down for the Blue Devils.
Pass is complete to number 14, Noah Brown.
Noah Brown on the reception. First down at the 36. And Bowie Crawford on the stop. First down, Blue Devils at their own 36 with the under 2:45 remaining in this game. Snipes rolling to his right, running it here, steps out of bounds, taken down.
Carson Snipes calls his own number.
And ball will be on the 45-yard line, or more like the 43-yard line. Eddie Devontae just heads to the sideline now. Drops the ball. Throws over to his left. It's caught by number 2, Luke Morgan. And out of bounds near midfield. Doesn't matter if he goes out of bounds. It's still running clock.
Stop is made by number 37, Jack Kim.
Jack Kim on the stop for the Raiders.
William Raymond in the game for the Raiders.
Number 24, Ben Simons heads to the sideline. Snipes gonna air it out deep, and it's over the hands of number 1, Bobby Butler. Just overthrew him there. Second down.
Number 68, Sam Marati in the game.
Approaching a minute remaining in this game.
88, Josh Chapman in the game.
Raiders 52 and the Blue Devils nothing.
Right. Dallas Matthew to the game.
Looking at the first shutout of the season. Oh, big hit there. And he's down on the field. Number 31, Sam Strickland. But number 9, Thomas Abercrombie, got hit very hard by Sam Strickland on that play.
Stop is made by number 31, Sam Strickland.
And coaches are not happy with that hit. It was pretty not a very necessary hit there on that play. Let's hope Abercrombie is okay. 53 seconds remaining in this game. And still down on the ground, but he's being helped up and heading over towards the Marietta sideline is Abercrombie. Clock is now running. Under 50 seconds to play. See what Marietta does in these final 40 seconds of this game. I believe Marietta is about to take their first shutout of the season. Unless they score right here. Going deep. And just as I say that, number 14, Noah Brown, catches it for the touchdown. And that ends the shutout. Just as I said that. So Marietta is able to get on the board in the final, nearing the final 20 seconds of this game, though.
Blue Devils are going for the 2-point
The
conversion.
Blue Devils are going to go for the 2-pointer here. Let's see, Snipes is going to roll. He throws, and oh my goodness. It was tipped up, and then it was caught.
And then caught by number 1, Bobby Butler.
Bobby Butler catches it after tipped up. The Raiders almost prevented them from scoring. But Bobby Butler comes in after it's tipped up, and he catches it in the end zone. And the 2-point conversion attempt is a success for Marietta. But the clock is running down now. Final 10 seconds as the Raiders come out victorious over the Blue Devils. Final score from Raider Valley, the Walton Raiders 52 and the Marietta Blue Devils 8. Here's Tarun Swarnum with your post-game report. I'm Will Thorogood, and we'll see you next when we play in 2 weeks when we play North Walton.
Hey folks, what a game today. Just an impeccable performance by the Walton Raiders, 52-8. They had the Marietta Blue Devils to a shutout until the last 20 seconds of the game. Walton did everything great today. They look very ready and poised to play North Paulding in 2 weeks and North Cobb in 3. North Cobb is usually the challenging game, and Raiders look very poised to win the region this year. There were many explosive plays as well as plays that moved the chains today for the Raiders. And like I said, breaking tackles and making tackles, that's what the Raiders were all about. They were tackling for a loss early in the game, and on the offense, Kari Bodiford and Austin Williams broke away. We had some great grabs by Wyatt Sonderman and Cameron Lloyd today, and some great tackles by Ashton Woods, Ethan Stannard, and just a great game for the Raiders today. That was your game for today, folks. Have a great night.